Okay, we're in chapter 4 of the book of Genesis. I want to go ahead and come back here because it's going to help you understand the Danites and the connection to Samson, the connection to how the 12 tribes, or at least what the biblical narrative is saying the 12 tribes, how they got this way. How are they killing and warring amongst their own people? And what is all this business about their connection to the Locust, and how does this tie up to us? And where are we missing all this in our history here, and why are we not seeing this in the Bible? Well, you are seeing it in the Bible. You really are. It's right in front of your face. Let's begin to look here at chapter 4, and I want you to see something here. At this point in time, we're supposed to have 4 people, or 2 people on the earth, and that's going to be Adam and Eve. And then they have 2 children, and that's going to be Cain and Abel. I want you to see the very first division that takes place here, that Abel is representative of the sheep, and that Cain is representative of the material. Once again, we have the spiritual and the material division, just like I've been sharing with you all along. Very important, because Cain is getting ready to represent these materially minded ones, and Abel represents the spiritually minded ones. Now, what you don't understand, and why and how is that possible? Well, that's the symbolism which is giving us the understanding that they've got separate fathers. That's the enmity between Cain and Abel, is that they have separate fathers. Now we're going to show right here in Genesis that there is a double lineage. There's an actual double lineage that's going to follow 2 lines of Enoch. And then you're going to see that the Hebrew scribes abandon one of the lineages of Enoch, and then they take up a new lineage of Enoch that's coming from this line of Seth. The whole reason why they do that, the Hebrew scribes, is to distance themselves from this connection to Cain. And that's exactly right. So let's tell the story how it really goes. So Cain and Abel have separate fathers. Now you begin to understand what the enmity is that the Bible talks about that was between them. Now, I want you to see something. Listen to what I'm saying. This is verse 14. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Okay, well, you see the very first connection with this population of people, this race of people being driven from the face of the earth, and that they are being considered fugitives, vagabonds, and that people are going to be against them, that people are going to try to kill them. Now remember what we saw Samson ask for, or call out for, in Judges 15 verse 19. And that's where we see that hollowed out place, that geographical location, that hollowed out place in the earth was provided for him to do what? To protect him. To protect him from those that he called the uncircumcised. And these uncircumcised were supposed to cause him harm and kill him. And that's exactly what you see in the same reference and the same connection. Now I'm going to show you that they carry the same lineage, that you're going to see that this Samson evolves from the same lineage of this Cain, who you just saw being representative of the material. Now here's the next mystery. There's people on earth at this time other than Adam and Eve and Cain. Check it out, verse 16. And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod, on the east of Eden. Well, first off, here is where we find the location of Cain's father. Cain's father is none other than a Nodite. Land of denotes ownership. Okay, this is a civilization. And we know that, for one, because to be a civilization, you have to have a population. Well, Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. If they're the only 3 people on earth at this time, where does Cain get this wife from?